Did NFL Network's Ian Rapoport leak the New York Jets plan at the quarterback position this offseason? We're going to be talking about it on today's edition of the Jets Report by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and welcome in. So before the Thursday night football matchup between the Jets and the Patriots, Ian Rapoport was on TV talking about the Jets offseason and talking about how they accumulate a lot of draft capital, they have a lot of cap space, and he put out there that he expects the New York Jets to go all in on a quarterback this offseason. And it makes a lot of sense because obviously the Jets are loaded up with future draft capital. You see their draft picks in 2026. They have their own first rounder. They have the Colts first round pick. And they also have 2 seconds thanks to the Dallas Cowboys. Then in 2027, you're loaded. You have 3 first round picks in 2027. You also still have your own second round pick in 2027. So you got 8 premium draft picks, but it doesn't just stop there. Like, you will have almost $100 million to spend in free agency in 2026. Right now, that is 4th most in the National Football League. After seeing another Justin Fields performance on Thursday Night Football, where clearly this Jets team just can't run a real offense. It is a high school gimmicky offense with him at the quarterback position. They will go attack the quarterback position hard. So coming up, we'll talk about 5 names that the Jets could possibly bring in to be QB1 for the start of next season. But before we do so, if you guys could, hit that subscribe button today. We're closing in here on 11.2 thousand subs. So if you guys could, hit that subscribe button. Just need 76 more of you guys to hit that subscribe button today. So if you guys want daily Jets videos, stay on top of it all around your favorite football team, hit that subscribe button today. All right, let's talk about what Ian Rapoport had to say. So I don't think we need a report to fully know that the Jets are going to be going all in on a quarterback this offseason, because the quarterback play the Jets have gotten has been absolutely horrible. And right now, the Jets team, they are averaging 139 passing yards per game. That is the lowest by any NFL team since 2022, when the Chicago Bears averaged 130 passing yards per game. The common denominator there being the quarterback, Justin Fields. I don't know how you can roll him out there even for another game this season, but I'm assuming the Jets will. But definitely for next season, there will be a new man under center for this football team. And we're going to start off with an option we haven't talked about just yet, and that's going to be Mac Jones. Now, Mac Jones is having an unbelievable season with the San Francisco 49ers. Was able to fill in for Brock Purdy very nicely, was able to just kind of man the ship as Brock was, rehabbing from that turf toe injury. But this may sound nuts, and you guys may be saying I'm crazy for saying this, but I really do think it would take a second-round pick to pry Mac Jones from the San Francisco 49ers for 2 reasons. Number one, Kyle Shanahan absolutely loves this guy. He is a massive Mac Jones fan. He wanted to draft him number 3 overall back in that draft, but he got convinced to take Trey Lance. And now with Mac Jones playing great football with the Niners, they're going to want to keep him. And also, the second reason, you have a quarterback in Brock Purdy who has been pretty injury prone over the last couple of years. So having that high-end backup quarterback, that's clearly something the Niners are going to value. And plus his contract for next season, he's just going to be making $3.5 million. So I know it sounds nuts, but I truly do believe it would take a second-round pick to pry Mac Jones from the Niners. Now, I'm not saying I would give up a second-round pick, but Mac Jones would be a perfect fit with this Jets offense. Like, they want to have that kind of statuesque quarterback who can get the ball out on time and on target and be a huge, yak quarterback where he's hitting his receivers in stride. They can turn the play upfield. They can get a lot more yards by using their legs and using their playmaking ability. And now with the Jets, having guys like A.D. Mitchell, having guys like John Mechie, Mason Taylor, Garrett Wilson next season, and still having a dynamic back in Breece Hall, like a guy like Mac Jones would make a lot of sense in this offense. So I probably wouldn't do it for a second-round pick, but that's probably going to be the asking price from the San Francisco 49ers. But I think it's more likely than not that the Jets turn their attention to the NFL draft. And the first guy we're going to talk about here is Ty Simpson. I'm a massive fan of Ty Simpson's game. He's got some playmaker. He's got some of the best throws from an all-22 perspective that I have, probably ever seen from a college quarterback. He's got great touch on his throw. He does have a very live arm, but if he does need to throw a more catchable ball, like Ty Simpson can do just that. Take some gas off it, which I do think is a skill, because if you're watching Drake May last night, he could throw a fastball every single time, but he throws a very catchable ball. And it's kind of like the complete opposite of Justin Fields, where Fields does have like all the tools to be a solid quarterback in the league. Like, he's got a live arm, he's got obviously he's a very good athlete, but he doesn't put enough touch on his football, and sometimes it's just a tough football to catch. The complete opposite can be said about a guy like Ty Simpson. He has also gotten better every single year. Obviously, this being his first year being the starting quarterback at Bama, but he is a guy that has put in a lot of work in the offseason. I think he would be a good leader. I think he would be a good fit, and he would fit that kind of mold that what Tanner Engstrand and Aaron Glenn are looking for at the franchise quarterback position. But now the question becomes, like, will the Jets have to trade up? Because if they end up getting like the 4th, 5th pick in the draft, I could see probably, the Browns would take a quarterback at the top of the draft. And, obviously the Titans won't, maybe the Saints won't, but maybe the Jets will have to trade up just for sure secure that franchise guy. But Ty Simpson's a guy that I got circled on my draft board heading into this offseason. Now, another guy I'm absolutely a big fan of, Fernando Mendoza, Indiana quarterback. Now, this guy has skyrocketed up draft rankings over this past football season, and for right reason. He is playing clutch football. He's playing big-time football for the Indiana Hoosiers, and he's leading the second-best team in the country to a fantastic season. Now, yes, he does have some great weapons, like the receiver Cooper, who had that unreal catch against Penn State. He's a hell of a player. They got a really good tight end, and then I think Elijah Sarrett, he is one of the most slept-on receivers in this draft. But if you could somehow draft Mendoza with like the 5th or with like the 3rd pick, get Sarrett with the 2nd-round pick, I would be a massive fan of that. I think he's going to be a hell of a receiver in the league. But I like this kid. I like what he's made of. He's got some moxie. He's got some alphaness to him. And he seems like a guy where the players around him will rally around him. Like, we have seen that with Indiana. So, tough decision between these two. I'm probably 51% leaning Mendoza over Ty Simpson, but this is a tough decision. So, you guys choose for me. Pick a quarterback. Give me a TS for Ty Simpson or give me an FM for Fernando Mendoza. All right, we'll get to 2 more names here in a second, but if you guys want to get some more New York Jets merch in your life with the weather changing, getting a little colder there in the New York area, so if you guys want to pick up a new Jets sweatshirt, hit this link, chatsports.com/Jets hoodies. We have a massive sale going on right now, so just click that link in the comment section and description of today's show. Also, it's the holiday season, so if you guys want to do a little early holiday shopping, this is a great deal going on right now. Chatsports.com/Jets hoodies. All right, number 4 on our list, we're going to be talking about former number 1 overall pick, Kyler Murray here. Now, I think it is no doubt that Kyler Murray's time with the Arizona Cardinals is done. I think, they might be a team that could be looking to trade up for a quarterback as well, but they'll probably use Jacoby Brissett as that stopgap quarterback. Maybe they draft a guy, maybe they don't, but I think Kyler is on his way out of Arizona. And Kyler, in terms of if I would want the Jets to pick him up, I would probably just say flatly no to that. Kyler is obviously a tremendous athlete. Like, he was a top 10 pick in baseball, number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Like, this guy can really do it all, and he's a tremendous athlete. He's got some great touch on his throws. Now, is he the most accurate quarterback? To a certain extent, but also he struggles just seeing over the line of scrimmage. I mean, he is 5'10", and that's being generous. He feels like he's 5'8" out there. And I also think the Jets, they do want to be an under center football team at their best form with this offense, and Kyler just can't play under center. So I don't think he would make too much sense. Yes, he is an athlete. Maybe a change of scenery could help Kyler, like, even though I think you can pretty much chalk him up to, a bust for the number 1 pick standard. I do think he's got a lot of talent, obviously within himself, but I just don't think that's a good fit for the New York Jets. Plus, his contract is, definitely a doozy to work around. But a guy that I originally said no to, but I'm starting to warm up to the idea, and that being Trevor Lawrence. Now, listen, I don't think Trevor Lawrence will be a franchise quarterback, but he would be such a significant upgrade over Justin Fields. I mean, it is not even close. Like, the quarterback play, you would see just the difference between Fields going to Trevor Lawrence. Man, it would be night and day. He's got a big-time arm. Now, do I have my questions around if he loves the game of football? Can he continue to develop? I have my questions there. You also got the contract situation with Trevor Lawrence, but maybe the Jags, like, I wouldn't shock me if they try to move off him because you got a new regime in there. You got a new GM. You got a new head coach. Maybe they try to move off T-Law, like Liam Cohen. He's not tied to the hip to Trevor Lawrence by any means. So this would be an interesting option, but I would be all right if the Jets decided to go trade for Trevor Lawrence. I wouldn't be feeling too good about that, but he's an interesting option. Big time arm, big time body, a lot of talent there, but again, there's not a lot of good options in the trade market. There's definitely not a lot in the free agency market. So I think the Jets, when it's all said and done, will probably end up drafting a quarterback. But if you guys made it to the end, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Just hit me with the Go Jets down below in the comment section. We'll get on out of here. As always, Go Jets.